Hello, welcome to our podcast episode 48. This bit is before the video because something recently happened that begs me to, record this at the beginning of this video because I made this video about 3 months ago, which is, a long time. Anything can happen in that long period of time, which is something happened because in this video I'm talking about Jacksepticeye being, one of my favorite YouTubers, and I do like a YouTube list of channels I subscribe to, which since then has changed a lot. I've added a lot of new channels since last time when I originally recorded this, like Noodle, Dog, others. So many different channels I've recently, subscribed to since making the video, but I'm not gonna cover all of them here. I'm just gonna briefly show them. Hey, that means that the thing with me saying that maybe I do a follow-up on them, I don't need to technically do because I'm sort of doing it here. So what I say later in the video doesn't matter. But the important thing before this video starts is I mentioned a channel that I was previously subscribed to, but no longer because of stuff that happened, which is Yandere Dev. I was, subscribed to, Yandev and also their other channel, Yandere Archive. But yeah, I'm no longer subscribed to those because of, what happened. So yeah, so late in the video, late in the recording, I will mention that I was subscribed to Yandere Dev, but yeah, again, it was recorded 3 months ago before the drama happened, so I no longer support Yandere Dev. It's just unfortunate thing due to, again, I have an insane schedule. Yeah, again, I've shown this many times, but yeah, again, things related to real life, I don't know what can happen in, the next few months, so, technically, I was still a supporter of, Yandev and Yandere Simulator back then when I recorded the rest of the video that you'll see originally, but yeah, I am no longer, supporting, Yandev because of, what happened. So yeah, so yeah, this is a extra thing. I'll probably also mention it in the comments, section below. That's, to reiterate that, obviously this part, the rest of, the 52 minutes was recorded in the past. So yeah, yeah, so yeah, again, you know, drama, changes, things, and hopefully, I'll not need to worry about doing an extra bit at the beginning of any of these again. But who knows? But yeah, that's what I need to say here at the beginning, is that I no longer support Yandere Dev, and for the most part Yandere Simulator. Like, I still like the game, like, I think, it's a Jack Bright situation again. I think, the creation of Jack Bright can stand separate to, Jack Bright, the author, who is another bad person. So I still like Jan Sim, the game, and, potentially, we'll continue to play it, but if it ever goes to, a paid version, I'm not paying any money. I'm not paying any money to play Yan Sim, with what Yandev's done, I'm not paying any money. I'll play the free version because how will the free version help him? Like nothing, nada. All it is technically a play of it, and a view of the game, but a free view doesn't do anything. It doesn't support Yandev. All I'm doing is, downloading it, playing it, and it's free, so, it doesn't help Yandev. So, yeah, I'll continue to play probably Yan Sim, like, until it becomes, monetized. As soon as that happens, I'm no longer playing Yandere Sim, which is unfortunate because it's, still somewhat of a fun game. But otherwise, I'm not going to be playing it. Yeah. So yeah. But yeah, that's just an extra bit to put at the beginning of the thing. I no longer support Yandere Dev or Yan Sim technically. But yeah, yeah, that is it. Also, that's not accurate anymore. My characters was never a part of the podcast. Maybe my friends. All right. But yeah, that's it for the beginning part. I'll let it go back to the regularly scheduled our podcast. So yeah, yeah, back to your regularly scheduled program on, Jacksepticeye and other YouTubers, excluding Yandere Dev, that I'm subscribed to. Not to mention all the new ones I've, subscribed to, and, recent, times, so yeah. Yeah, and you should check out any of these, you know, channels, because that they're cool, I guess. Some more than others. Some I no longer really watch. It's just like a history of like what I used to like and current stuff that I do like. Like, you know, it's a history of stuff. But yeah, that's about it for this intro bit. Yeah, back to regularly scheduled program. Welcome to our podcast, episode 48 on Jacksepticeye, a YouTuber that I've watched for a while. Not as long as Mark, because I didn't get into Jacksepticeye early on, because I guess I wasn't into like screamer YouTubers, and like Jacksepticeye in the past was definitely a bit more of a screamer, always shouting and stuff. So I never watched Jack during that like green hair era and that like era, that like middle era of Jacksepticeye, where it was like after him, after his shy era, his beginning era, like during his peak era, I wasn't watching, so I watched Jacksepticeye later once he went back to brown and was like getting older. So yeah, once he had calmed down, I became more of a Jack fan and watched a lot more of like his recent stuff than probably more than Mark. Like Mark, I don't really watch as often anymore. Like Jack sort of became like out of those two number one. Like Mark was number one early on, but Jack was there waiting to become number one of those two because they're very similar. But is he over number one overall? It's hard to say. I watch a lot of YouTubers, and that sort of like depends. Like it depends on what merits like overall time watching, if that's a merit. How much I like the YouTuber, like personal opinion. Also like what's their content like? Are they like do one specific thing or do they do multiple specific things? It's hard to like rank a favorite YouTuber, like give a definitive favorite YouTuber, but Jack's definitely in the running. I mean, Mark's still like in the running. It's just I don't happen to watch him as often. I mean, I don't really watch Jack. Yeah, again, my interests are constantly shifting, so I shift to different YouTubers at the time. Like, yeah, like, um, yeah, it sure shifts all the time. Like, let's just list off YouTubers that I've watched at like any given point. And I'm reading them in the list of like what they're currently ordered in, which is usually what you've been watching recently, and also ones that are streaming currently appear at the top. So let's just read off the list. Oh yeah, and channels that you've recently subscribed to also appear at the top of the list. So first on like my list of subscriptions because they're currently streaming is Star Wars. Obviously, I'm subscribed to the Star Wars channel. I'm a big Star Wars fan if this isn't obvious enough through previous podcast episodes. I like Jack. I like the games he's done. But it's like, usually I like character based things, and Jack's basically only at the starting point for that. Like, it feels like it's only just begun. Like he had Chase before. Like he's had Chase for a few years, but Chase's like origin story was like a year ago or something, with like the incident with his family or whatever, and him teleporting, and him becoming a part of like the Iris, like the Iris like project, whatever, their facility, whatever, basically being the SCP foundation of Jack's universe. But anyway, let's okay, Turbo, which is a music channel, Sibbles, which is like a Undertale, Deltarune channel. Obvious reasons, obvious. I've been playing those two of late. Deadwater Gaming, they do Half-Life stuff, and other stuff as well. Occasionally, Game Theory, because I'm been watching their Deltarune theories, and going to be watching their Undertale theories because I never watched them back at the time. I want to see what dumb things Matt said. Then Jacksepticeye. Jacksepticeye's in 6th place, but we won't count Star Wars since they're streaming, so that one would of course appear at the top of the list, and we won't count Turbo because that they are recently subscribed to, so they appear at the top of the list because of that factor. So excluding those two, Jacksepticeye's number 4. Very thing. Then there's Midnight. He's like a Doom. He does Doom a lot, and some other stuff as well. Will Stetson does music. Rocket Sloth, Halo. Leadhead does analysis on different things. Emarichu, they do like animation stuff, and like are friends with Connor. Why am I having a mind blank? Why am I having a mind blank to Connor's channel? It's he's a voice actor. Oh yeah, I think it's just that kind of voice actor, something like that. Either way, then next in the list is Mr. Beast. Of course, there's Mr. Beast. Then Shoddy Cast, who used to work for Game Theory, but before that worked on their own. But they're back to their old ways. Then there's Markiplier. Check out the past podcast episode on that. Man of the Internet, another music one. The Act Man, who does like reviews on things. Done a lot on Halo. Falcony, a music channel. Jordan Reacts. I'm not subscribed to Captain Sparkles, but I'm subscribed to Jordan Reacts, which is funny. But yeah, that's Captain Sparkle's reaction channel. Maxor, the cursed internet guy that does funny cursed things. Caleb Piles, music again. Canera, music again. Spadicey, Jack's other channel, which he posts clips and stuff on that. Lixian TV, being, Mark's there and he makes games and stuff. Trickle, which is another music one. Shay, Undertale / Deltarune again. Fizzy Pop, obvious reason, is hell of a boss. Then my good friend Skyslayer, I'll probably now have to remember to link him in the description. Go check out Skyslayer, my good friend. Then Bombastic Clips, he does Star Wars stuff a lot. Then Papa Meat, which is the Meat Canyon's other channel. Stephen He, comedy. The Spiffing Brit, known for his exploits. Soda Funk, a person that does like Hololive clips. Michaela Laws, the voice actor, known for doing voice acting in as Yonder in Yandere Simulator as Yano and other games. Kwani, a music YouTuber. Ben plays games. They do Halo analysis a lot. Tomahawk, another Halo channel. Pimations, animation. Did I say? No, I said Tomahawk. That's Halo. I don't. My mind's getting confused. Expanded Shorts, which is the sister, channel of Star Wars, Expand or whatever it's called. So both of those are Star Wars. Mint Blitz, an Australian Halo player who is a legend. Maybe, hopefully, I can meet them one day. That'd be cool. Then we have Gab Smolders, Jack's girlfriend. So yeah, the real Scully G, the one that does all the automaton stuff. Oh yeah, Toast at a VR chat YouTuber that has somewhat, I guess, questionable thing, but also can be funny and it's VR chat. No matter who it is, there's gonna be questionable content from VR chat. So I guess Toastet rolls with it, although one of the videos is an actual good story. I'm wow, that's a sad story. Quitchity, an animation channel known to do random animations. This is going to go on for a while. Radiation Hazard, Source stuff, Saber, Spark. He reviews stuff, usually animation. Star Wars Expanded finally got to it. Opiate Gaming used to focus on Halo. I think they're shifting to other stuff, but still a lot of Halo. Ali Unleashed, Star Wars one. Jonathan Young, music. Willie also known for his cast series. Dalek Animation, known for The Heavy is Dead and other animations glitch because of murder drones, which I mentioned in a previous podcast episode. I may bring it up again when the new episode comes out, because at the time of the recording it hasn't come out, but probably by this point, like, this coming out, probably another one or two are already out, maybe even three, just because of my schedule. Brooklyn, the Backrooms YouTuber, also sort of liminal space. Joffy, one of the sort of VTubers, General Kid, Halo stuff, usually breaking the game and seeing behind the scenes. Hidden Xperia, yeah, again, mainly Halo. Jolly Wanker's stream archive, his stream archive. Dead War's second channel. Then Harry 1OK does music and pause stuff with Decim, Brain Leak, Jacksepticeye, and Crank Gameplays podcast. So yeah, check that out. Then come back to my podcast, Red Sun, Halo, not Halo. Why did I almost say Halo? Star Wars channel. They do memes sometimes. Tiny Tony, sort of an SCP, but is sort of branched out. Starstalker, SCP, usually Secret Lab. Visionary is Halo. Doxvo, my friend, sort of old friend, but he posts music and VR chat stuff for Ghost, the Halo channel. Circle Tunes for his quirky animations that are funny. Oh god, Rooster Teeth animation. Sad state of Rooster Teeth. The only reason I'm still like subscribed is like sometimes there'll be occasionally stuff being re-released that I'm interested in, and it's like, bruh. Oh, now I finally get to Bombastic. The main channel. SCP Explained, it's in the title. The Stupendium. Yeah, again, music. The Judge Malcrea that I covered in a previous podcast, and also being a part of 2 animation challenges. I don't think the winner has been announced yet. Of like the vote. Yeah, I don't know. And then there's Star Wars Inside, then obviously Star Wars Whisper Tone, another VR chat one, usually because of their deep voice, funny situations happen. Then we have Penguin Zero, or Moist Critical. Everyone should know what he does, covered drama and stuff. Then the Sphere Hunter, known for analyzing different like horror games, but also some other stuff as well. Usually Resident Evil being the main one. Sally Oranges, my rival. No, not really my rival, but does Halo. Then the Carb Scouts, who is that dude and does different games. Focus Source used to be known as Japanese Bush Baby. The one that does a really good G-Man impersonation. Then Spoogly, the spooky channel of Broogly. Solifid, I don't know, music channel. Then Chicken C1, the curator of YouTube, not curator because they don't always post videos, but one thing they do is recommend videos. That's basically their whole community tab, is just them recommending videos on YouTube. So they're the curator. Hello, your average Undertale weeb. I will be doing Deltarune later. That'll be after this. But, yeah. Expanded Games, which is another one of the Star Wars thing. Friken does games as well. I'm just going through my whole list at this point. This is YouTube list. Like, YouTubers I've watched. I'll never have to do a list again. Whoopee. So I guess this is the Our Podcast, Jacksepticeye, and YouTuber list of YouTubers I've watched. It's a double feature, I guess, while still being one episode. Anyway, Visual Outcast, they used to have Halo stuff. Now they have Ruby stuff. Hacksmith, getting closer and closer to a real lightsaber. Woohoo, the dream is almost real. Dante Ravioli, known for their challenge videos, especially Resident Evil ones. Chalk Eaters for their meme songs. Wait a second. Chalk Eaters, is that potentially a reference to Deltarune with Susie? I don't think so. They've never done an Undertale song, and they've never done a Deltarune song. Yeah, but if they ever do, I'll be waiting for that day. Like, maybe eventually, who knows? Avocado animations, well, it's in the name, they do animation. Aussie follow a Portal YouTuber. They really like Portal. And I was interested to learn more about Portal, I guess, so I subscribed. Circle Tunes Live, the live channel. Oh yeah, and then there's Style Theory. But hey, that's just a theory, a style theory. It doesn't... it's so much more easy just to do game theory because that's the one that's in the brain first. But technically you could do it with anything. I don't know how also Starcat, which is their second channel, is higher than Starcat, but yeah, Starcat. They do a variety of stuff. Bot Hort, they do source stuff. They haven't posted in a while. Skyrune lore and stuff for stuff. Jordan Fringe, known for showing obscure shows or just talking about shows and stuff. Master Gur, source and other stuff related to Wayne Radio TV, which we'll get to later. Raz right now, known for the source, the rewriting it. Who Culture, because I'm a Doctor Who fan and spent an hour and a half on a podcast video with Sky Slayer, talk about Doctor Who. So yeah, another thing I like. G-Man Lives does reviews on different games. The Escapists, they play different games. Angry Joe Show, he has angry reviews a lot of the time. Probably due to the state of just gaming in general and everything in general. Things aren't as great as they once used to be. Reykjavik, who does like different stuff. The Living Tombstone, by the greatest music channels that I've subscribed to. The Virtual Reality Show, an actual normal VR chat related channel, if you can believe it. Actually normal. Oh, this one's sad. Comigates Extra, because their main channel is poof gone due to a hacker. That's sad. Okay, I'm skipping over that one because that's one of my friends' ones, and they never posted anything. Torrent, because a joke, before I talk about Torrent, a joke is I always subscribe to my friends' channels as a joke. But Torrent is done animation, especially Halo stuff. I can skip that one. Kevin Tamatoons, known for their weird, wacky music videos, but also now the head animator for Murder Drones. Yeah, again, I'm probably going to do another Murder Drones podcast episode at some point. Good Mythical Morning, they do a lot of food stuff, trying food in random ways, and yeah, also some other stuff, but yeah. Azari, or just blank, completely blank. I mean, look at this, just blank, no name, but you can see the name there, but Azari is another channel that I've watched, music related. Second Germa, which is a joke. I subscribe to Germa purely as a joke. I've never seen anything beyond some sort of, I can't remember what meme it was. And the big spider, giant enemy spider, so it's a pure joke. Puffballs United. The creator of Henry Stickmin and also one of the creators of Among Us. I've known about them longer than Among Us. Like Among Us was like, what the heck's Among Us? I think like I saw like Among Us in like a trailer from the channel like during the time Henry Stickmin released the collection, because it was just before Among Us got popular, and it's probably because of Henry Stickmin that Among Us got popular, because people were like, probably did notice this Among Us thing, like, what's this Among Us? Like, I'm a fan of Henry Stickmin, like, what's this other game that Puffballs has created? And that probably started, like, people playing it, and then, like, other people, like, noticed the game, like, this seems like a fun game, we'll hop on it as well. And then eventually it explodes to a point where everyone knows about Among Us, but barely anyone knows what Henry Stickmin is, and it's a sad thing. Henry Stickmin carried Among Us to the victory line, and then it became popular, yet Henry Stickmin was left in the dust. And I was a fan of Henry Stickmin long before Among Us ever came out, because it was probably 2015 or something when I originally played it, so, or earlier. So, it's a sad thing to like see it left in the dust, but at least it did get its final installment, being the completing the mission. So it was the big finale. It was the big ending, and it got good ending. Anyway, late night gaming, they've done Halo and stuff. Sprucica I used to watch, they haven't posted anything in a while, 2 months. So yeah, I used to watch them a little bit, but then they stopped like posting as frequently. So yeah, I Spiteful Halo, Annalie, SEP, like animation, this stupendous wave, Star Wars stuff, Star Wars comics, yeah, again, Star Wars, Scar J, they do cool music, mainly on their SoundCloud and Spotify now, not really their YouTube channel. Oh, this one's sad as well. Technoblade. Long live Technoblade. I want to have a reference to Techno at some point in my series, like some character asks, like, who's this pig with a crown? Like, have like a Techno Blade statue or something at some point. Like, and Michael or whoever's there will be like a great legend, supposedly, one that has been forgotten to time. Then there's Generation Tech Shorts, which is Star Wars, Scandal's Cantina, Star Wars, Coriolatto, SFM animation, the 8-bit drama known for drumming, LOT Lot 1 Productions, which they made the series Redacted. Neon Lee, they do MDD, not MMD animations. Getsley's, again, Star Wars, Generation Tech, Star Wars, Relaxed. They do a variety of stuff. They used to do Halo more. Red Sun Live, the live channel of Red Sun. Bath XX, That I just realized how generic their name is. They've got the XX thing, but they do Halo mods. Crespo FTW, also Halo, Distractable Podcast, Mark's podcast. Sodas, which is they do like stuff with I think SFM, and they're currently working on a Fallout project. They recently finished the Halo one, the Odd Ones Out animation. Vetus or Mr. Time War, the creator of Time War. Obviously, I'm subscribed to look forward to future games of Vetus. Joe Man 543. We both have similar ending numbers. 543, 544. You know, it's odd, but he does Halo, mainly Halo mods. Star Wars Theory, that the Star Wars channel, obviously. Rick the Overtime does a lot of stuff with Source. Yandere Archive, which is Yandev's second channel. Eckhard's Last, Star Wars again. Sheen Vex, who used to do Halo a lot, but sort of branched out. Standard Ace, another Halo one. Eckhard's Clips, and again Star Wars. Mori Kalori, I'm messing up the name, but you know, the whole live one. Skip that one since that's a friend's one. Eruption Fang, who's done a lot of Borderlands stuff and Ruby stuff. Hybrid, one of my friends, which at this point I might as well reveal Hybrid, or as I know him as Jonathan Yakuza, who does Yakuza related content, is the friend that every time I've been implying that I wasn't too happy with their actions, but could understand that there may be something more to it. It is Hybrid. Like, they are the one that I'm like, Jonathan, Yakuza, you have failed me. Not me personally, but your words and your actions are conflicting at this time, and it's kind of a disappointment. Then Ben Ox, who used to be like a friend I knew, I don't know what happened to them. They just poof, gone. And they're I don't know what's happened to them, but they've done a variety of content. But I wish they didn't take out a certain video they made. Luckily, I have a copy of it. ProZD, known for his comedy skits, also the board game reviews and other stuff, voice acting. Another plus, Inferno Plus's other channel, the one that's made all sorts of wacky mods for Halo and Dark Souls. Rollanauts, who have done Star Wars stuff and other stuff as well. And then finally get to StarCap. That's 9. His supposed like main channel, but not really. His second channel is more his main channel. Miss Breezy, known for Gmod content, she's done a lot of that. Dead Sound, animation, I think it's with like Blender and stuff. But yeah, known for this series, Autodale and their dinosaur series and other stuff they've done. Gargura, Hololive, obvious, 8-Bit Ryan, so he's done a variety of stuff. James Ski, done lots of wacky stuff in GTA, Gmod, and VR chat, and some other stuff as well. Dorko, FNAF YouTuber. Doctor Who, the official YouTube channel. Kishara, the one that does Halo mods, making Halo stuff. I'll count this one even though they haven't done anything with their YouTube, which is my other friend that I've only like streamed with like one time on my side, and I've technically been a part of a few of her streams, but Mistress Mirific. So yeah, she's cool. Go check out her Twitch. YouTube doesn't really have much. Funky, which is the guy that used to do TF2 but now does a variety of things. Meat Canyon, the weird ass animations that are good but also, something. Bill Warts, they've done a lot of stuff. One of the famous things being, I'm still a piece of garbage, and other stuff. But yeah. Canker, which is a channel that does a variety of things, but their main claim to fame was the gnomes from Wayne Radio TV. Speaking of Wayne Radio TV, known for Half-Life, but they are self-aware. Half-Life Alex, but the gnome is too aware. And even a classic video being that one Fallout video they did. Then Inferno Plus, which we mentioned before. Now Teleporte, animation, known for the hot anime sort of girls is drawn, but has also done creative stuff as well. So it's a mix between horny and wholesome. Stray Phyllis Productions, known for reviewing a lot of things. The Russian Badger, absolute crazy man. Done a lot of stuff. Charlie Wanker again, but Twitch clips this time on Quinimations. Known for Star Wars content they've done. I don't know if they've actually done that much animation. I don't know. Alright, skip that one because that's a friend's one. GT Live. But live, supposedly, channel, not been live for a long time. Food theory, film theory. Wow, those are all bunched together. SEP what? SEP channel. Star Wars tricks. They used to post Star Wars memes, but they stopped. Skipping that one. Yeah, again, friend one. Frisky. They're known for their SL content, SCP's Secret Lab content. I've never watched this. I only subscribe to this as a joke, which is CJ These Days, which is Mr. Beast's brother. Speaking of Mr. Beast, let's mention Mr. Beast 3, which apparently there's a has a third channel, but has no videos. Beast Reacts. Where he reacts to stuff. Hasn't reacted to anything in a while. Mr. Beast 2 is second channel that is sometimes posted on. Beast Philanthropy, the one that is for charity. Try and include this one, there's not much to it. There's that one. Yeah, neither that one. Okay, the next one is Smarted. Used to do SCP Secret Lab a lot. Hasn't posted in a long while. 8 months, so yeah, again, another disappearance on the web. Nicholas Damani does animations, usually Star Wars related, but also some other stuff. Alright, skipping a few my friends' ones, although I will include this one because they sometimes occasionally post. Haven't posted yet again in a while, but they're more of a streamer. But Jediah Cyrus, an old friend of mine. Then there's Mars Nelly, they're also a Twitch streamer, one of my old friends. I don't know what they do these days. Here's another one of my friends. No, I'll also probably link Mistress, but probably link the Twitch. But Kemo Neko, my good friend, who hasn't posted in a while, but probably will eventually post something again, but hasn't. I guess I'll skip this one. Because there's no longer videos for that, and there's a friend one. Here's a dead one, definitely dead. FB Walshy FTW, and same thing but returns. The two of their channel, but they haven't posted in like 2 years. Yep, 2 years. PewDiePie. OG YouTuber. Who, you know, used to be gaming, but moved on to other stuff. Mr. Beast Gaming, his gaming channel. Killian Experience does wacky reviews of things. Well, not wacky, but they're kind of comedic. Like, there's a certain sense of humor to it. Like, I found it funny in the past, but I haven't found the recent ones as interesting, but they don't post too often. Rooster Teeth. Goddamn Rooster Teeth. Their main channel, which I'm still subscribed to in the vain hope of good stuff, but probably not. Up is Not Jump. Actual good channel. Done like a lot of reviews on stuff, games, and is a nightmare series or is not a nightmare series. Then Jolly Wanker again by his big old video haul. Then Yandere Dev, the main channel. Then Jolly Wanker himself. And the final one on the list, Jesus Christ, this took a while. Uncle Dane, the NG main, known for his TF2 content and keeping TF2 alive on his goddamn shoulders. Good job, Uncle Dane. You did it again. And I guess that ends the list. Also, putting me to list. Haha, me, Orange Puppet, me. But no, So that was our podcast on Jacksepticeye and my YouTuber list of YouTubers I watched. Now I never have to do it again. God damn it. This was an hour. Almost. Thank you all for watching this our podcast. I need to move on to Deltarune. God damn.